welcome us to this historic conference organized for the staff of Nigeria Port Authority. Now, I will be doing shortly the keynote address, and I'm going to share my screen for you to see what I'm saying. All right. Okay, if you can see the screen, Anan-Accsa Global Kigali Conference 2026 with theme AI-powered systems and intelligent automation, building competencies for the future work in audit, reporting, and financial decision making. Ladies and gentlemen, you will all believe that it is advisable for every professional, top executive, even individual who are not professionals, to take a decision. It's a failure to take decision will quickly brand us unfit for a position of responsibility. I put it this way: where we find ourselves today is so much a function of the decision we have taken yesterday, and where we're going to find ourselves tomorrow will be a function of the decision we are taking today. And what we are saying is, if you are taking decisions, especially in a complex environment with various challenges all over the world, I'm not peculiarizing the challenges now for our country, Nigeria. There are challenges everywhere. The reasonable thing to do to guide you, especially as professionals, is to look at tools available to support your decision so you can reduce error or, if possible, eliminate error. Earlier on, I've said it is always good to take a decision because failure to take a decision will quickly brand us as unfit for a position of responsibility, though not all our decisions are expected to be correct. But it is better to be 51% right at all time and take a decision and get something done than for us to get nothing done because we are afraid to take decision. So AI tool available to support us in decision making. President and Chairman of Council of the Association of National Accountants of Nigeria, members of council, distinguished resource persons, esteemed delegates from Nigerian Port Authority, ladies and gentlemen, it is with immense gratitude to God and profound delight that I welcome you all to the beautiful city of Kigali, Rwanda, for this remarkable and landmark international conference. Today, we gather not merely as accountants, auditors, finance professionals, administrators, and leaders, but as architects of the future. We are gathered at a defining moment in history, a moment when technology is reshaping industries, redefining professions, and transforming the way decisions are made across the world. The theme of this conference, AI-powered accounting systems and intelligent automation, building competencies for the future of work in audit, reporting, and financial decision making, is therefore not only relevant, it is urgent. We say the world is changing. The question is no longer, will AI change the accounting profession? The real question is, how prepared are we for the change that is already taking place? History teaches us that professions that adapt survive. Professions that innovate thrive. The accounting profession has always evolved from manual bookkeeping to computerized accounting, from spreadsheets to ERP systems, and now from automation to intelligent systems. The future belongs to professionals who embrace innovation while preserving the timeless values of integrity, accountability, and professionalism. why this conference matters. This conference is designed to help us navigate this transformation. Over the next few days, we shall explore AI-powered auditing, fraud detection and prevention, digital transformation, prediction decision-making, predictive decision-making, intelligent automation, data analytics, revenue assurance, future competencies for accountants. Our goal is simple: to equip participants with the knowledge, skills, and mindset required to remain relevant and valuable in the digital economy. I put it this way, that with the evolution of digital technology, particularly AI, all over the globe now, only professionals who are conversant with the use of this AI technology will remain relevant. And I advise professional colleagues that you should be the one causing the disruptions so you will not be disrupted. The Kigali Principle. As we gather in this remarkable city, I would like us to remember the word Kigali. Let it become more than a location. Let it become a philosophy for professional transformation. The K in Kigali, I put it this way, stand for knowledge acquisition. The future belongs to those who continuously learn. In an era where technology evolves daily, yesterday's knowledge cannot solve tomorrow's problems. We must become lifelong learners. The I in Kigali stand for innovation. Innovation is no longer optional. Professionals who innovate create opportunities. Organizations that innovate create value. Nations that innovate create prosperity. The G in Kigali stands for governance. Technology without governance can become a risk. As accountants and finance professionals, we must ensure that innovation is guided by transparency, ethics, accountability, and sound governance. The A in Kigali stands for adaptability. The most successful professionals are not necessarily the strongest or the smartest. They are the most adaptable. The future will reward those who embrace change rather than fear it. Then the L in Kigali stands for leadership. AI can process data. AI can generate reports. AI can identify patterns, but AI cannot replace visionary leadership. Leadership remains a uniquely human responsibility. The future requires leaders who can inspire people while leveraging technology. And the last I in Kigali stands for impact. At the end of the day, our success will not be measured by the technologies we adopt, but by the impact we create. Our work must improve organizations. Our expertise must strengthen governance. Our profession must contribute to national development. The future of accounting. The accountant of tomorrow will be more than a bookkeeper. The accountant of tomorrow will be a strategist, a risk manager, a governance champion, a data analyst, a technology advisor, a trusted business partner. The future accountant must understand both debits and data, both financial statements and analytics, both professional ethics and artificial intelligence. Africa's moment. I believe Africa has a unique opportunity. Rather than being passive consumers of technology, we must become active creators, innovators, and leaders. Our institutions must embrace digital transformation. Our professional bodies must promote digital competencies. Our universities must modernize accounting education. Our governments must invest in digital infrastructure. The future is not something that happens to us. The future is something we create. I will also put at this junction that this is the right time for all of us as individuals as a professional body and as organization, even as families, to also constantly have a mental picture of our desired future. We have a mental picture of our desired future. And you don't stop there. You now begin to create that future you desire. A call to action. As we commence this conference, I encourage every participant to engage actively, ask questions, share experiences, explore new ideas, build professional networks, embrace innovation. Let us leave Kigali not only informed but transformed. Let us live with renewed confidence and renewed commitment to excellence. Let us live prepared to lead our organizations into the future. In conclusion, ladies and gentlemen, the future of accounting is not threatened by artificial intelligence. The future of accounting is empowered by artificial intelligence. I know in some quarters and all over the globe, people are saying AI taking people's job. And the simple advice is this: for us not to join the bandwagon of those who are leaving or losing their jobs or position. We should change as time changes and adapt ourselves to the environment. And I put it another way, it is not AI that is actually taking away people's job, but those who have gained the mastery of the use of artificial intelligence are the ones taking away people's job. Because in accounting, we also have what is called human resources accounting. And the proponent of human resources accounting are saying invest all the billions of dollars, billions of pounds, billions of naira on AI machines or on digital tools without human being available to operate all these tools, you have only wasted resources. So behind everything working is at least a worker, and that worker is you and me. And the only way we can make those machines work is for us to acquire skills, to acquire relevant knowledge that will make us relevant and that will empower us to be able to navigate through this digital revolution. Now they call it intelligent revolution, artificial intelligence revolution. This is another revolution we have found ourselves. Technology will continue to evolve, but integrity will remain relevant. Ethics will remain relevant. Put in another way, according to one of the fathers of modern scientific management, Peter Drucker, he said, and I quote, say, a manager might of himself know too little, perform poorly, lack in judgment and ability, but yet may not cause damage as a manager. But where he lacks in character and integrity, he destroys. He destroys moral, he destroys spirit, he destroys organization, and eventually destroy the nation. So by implication, no matter what we have garnered in terms of skills, no matter how intelligence we have, and we marry our own God-given intelligence with artificial intelligence, if we lack in character and integrity, we don't have anything yet. The Kigali Principle, as I conclude, professional judgment will remain relevant. Leadership will remain relevant. As we begin this conference, let us embrace the Kigali Principle. So they ask you, what is the Kigali Principle for this particular Anan-Accsa Global Training Conference starting today in Kigali? It says knowledge acquisition for K, innovation for I, governance for G, adaptability for A again, then leadership for L, and impact for I. May this conference inspire new ideas, strengthen professional relationships, and equip us for the exciting future ahead. I put it this way, that in this book, Olarotimi wrote a book called The Gods Are Not to Blame. And one of the quotations in that book, I read that book when I was in secondary school, say when trees fall on trees, you remove the topmost one first. So when you come for a training of this nature, I advise people, fine and good, the organization has sponsored you. But then, ladies and gentlemen, some people put it this way. Suddenly you saw yourself on fire, you saw your little child also, or children on fire. What you do first, try to quench the fire on your own body so you can have the strength to quench that of the children. Put in another way, when you come for a training of this nature, my own mentality, my own ideology is that see how you can maximize the opportunities and potential in a training conference of this nature to first add value to yourself before you now say, okay, add value to the organization and to the nation as a whole. Once again, thank you for your attention. To prepare us for the paper ahead, I want to believe our representative, they have drawn our attention. I've just shared on the platform one of the case studies we're going to be looking at today during my paper presentation that will be coming up later. In Anan and especially ACCSA Global, we don't only talk the talk, we do the talk. Our own training conference is not complete until people have hands-on practical experience because it's not theory. People have the tendency to doubt what they hear, but what you see and what you practicalize, no one can doubt that. Thank you and wishing us a most wonderful experience in Kigali.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
All right, so welcome us once again. I have the honor to take the citation of our first speaker for today's session, the person of Mrs. Grace Ramparema. Hope I didn't murder the name. Irene. Grace Ramparema is a highly accomplished audit, governance, and financial management professional with more than 20 years of experience in public sector accountability, institutional governance, risk management, and leadership. She currently serves as Assistant Auditor General at the Office of the Auditor General of Rwanda, where she provides strategic leadership for performance, IT, forensic, and special audits. She also serves as chair of the Ethics and Governance Committee of the Board of the Global Fund to fight AIDS, tuberculosis, and malaria, providing oversight on governance, ethics, accountability, and institutional integrity matters. Throughout her career, Grace has worked with and received professional training from leading international institutions, including the US Government Accountability Office, Netherlands Court of Audit, and Canadian Audit and Accountability Foundation. She has led and supervised hundreds of audit engagements, supported result-based financing programs funded by international development partners, and contributed significantly to strengthening governance, accountability, and public financial management systems in Rwanda and beyond. She holds a Master of Business Administration, a Certified Forensic and Investigative Audit Professional, CFIAP, and a Fellow of the US Government Accountability Office. Her career reflects a strong commitment to excellence, ethical leadership, and the promotion of transparency and accountability in public institutions. Ladies and gentlemen, kindly join me to welcome Mrs. Grace Ramparema to take us through this session.
Thank you. I'm trying to set up my slides. It was showing, but now I wonder. want to solve that question. I don't know. Abdullah Maswell is calling.